Good afternoon. Today I will show you how to make garlands for the Christmas tree. We're going to make these paper elements which will be part of the garland. So we will start with these paper elements first. We have to make dozens of them because it will be long garland for the Christmas tree. Between the garlands we will put like beads. One big bead, one bigger one, and two small ones at both ends. And those will be in between the paper garlands. These garlands might look a bit complicated to make, but actually they are not complicated. They are made of circles. So the first thing you do is to make circles which are more or less 1 inch of diameter. As you can see, I put them on the paper already, lots of them, and then you start cutting them out as precisely as possible. That takes a lot of patience. I won't do that now, as I'm sure you can cut out a circle with a scissor. Make sure you use a sharp one, a good scissor. Then once you have 12 circles, thick paper circles of 1 inch of diameter, I have here 12 circles. You can start folding them exactly in the middle. Every circle we start to fold them exactly into the middle. So this one is folded. And just in case we have to pass our nail, we'll have to pass the nail, our fingernail, over it too, so that you get a nice folding. So every one of these contains 12 of these circles. By the way, those circles on the paper can be made with a compass, for example, or something round like a tube, which has more or less the same diameter. So we fold them all exactly in half and open them again a little bit, like 90 degrees, more or less. Okay, the next step is white glue. We just use white glue, which I put some water into. I put like 50% water. I have to open the pot, and then we start gluing every time two together. And we put them together very carefully so that they're nice and even. We make sure they are exactly aligned. This one is done. It should be even at the back, and we let that one dry. And the next one. We glue it together, make them align well. The glue I'm using is simple wood glue, white wood glue. This one is 2. Well done. Leave it to dry. Next one. We'll put them together too. And make sure they're aligned correctly. Leave it to dry. Next one. And we'll leave those to dry. All of them. Okay, the last one. Let's make more blue. It's well aligned. This is the last one. Now we end up with 6 double ones. All of the 6 contain 2 circles. We leave them to dry a little bit. I think these 2 are already like dry. Now we start joining those together so that we get an assembly of 4 circles together. If we put 2 together, double together, we get an assembly of 4. And we do that 3 times. So everyone, these together, and these together. These, and these. So that we get like 3 times 4. And we take the next ones and do exactly the same. Join 2 elements of 2 circles together to 1 element of 4 circles. We leave them to dry as well. And the last ones. Yes, leave them to dry. The last thing we need to do now, after letting them dry, is to join these three together. These are about dry. Not really dry, but dry enough. We'll leave that to dry for a little moment. Since it's not super glue, we need to have some patience. But this glue is much cheaper and gives a better lamination. We are laminating now. This is thick paper. And we laminate it and it gets very stiff. After laminating it gets quite stiff. But they are of good quality. So we can do the last one now. And then we integrate that one too. We have to make sure that they won't stick together. Just leave them dry. And we make sure they are properly aligned. We leave it to dry for some minutes, and then you'll have your paper ball. And you have your paper ball. You still have to make sure that they are evenly spaced, and we won't close it completely. We leave it open because we still have to let a string pass. We can glue it to a string, or we can close them and do it with a nail. You still can. There will be like a hole left. But like this, you'll have your paper ball ready. Looks nice. So once it's closed, if you would close it, you have to just sew with a nail through with a yarn, or you close them. You close them putting the twine there and gluing it. Then it will be in place. But then you have to make that it will be all in the correct place on the twine. Once they are dried, once they're all dry and ready and closed, we will spray paint them in dark brown, brownish color, or in black, and let it dry, and then spray it with gold, but not completely, but just like a little bit, and the dark color will shine through and it will give a very nice effect. The beads of course have to come too. Between every paper element there will be one big bead in the middle and two at the sides, smaller ones. Those will be spray painted too. Maybe I will paint them with a pencil, with a brush, little brush. I might do the big bead in the middle in a nice red color. That is to make it not too boring. If it's all gold, it would be boring. And that's all there is to it. I hope I inspired you to make a garland for your Christmas tree. It takes some work, but if you make like 2 a day during 2 months, you'll have a garland in 2 months. And it gives much more satisfaction if you make those garlands yourself, and these garlands I don't think you can buy them in the shop, and if you would be able to buy them you would pay a fortune for it. Thanks for watching.